welcome back to the Starlake Observatory. My name is Trip Starlake, and we're going to talk about a spookier novella today for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yay! It's called
Ooh,
Rose
ooh, ooh, ooh.
House by Arkady Martine. And I am here with Dr. Toto Hex and Realm today. Faye couldn't make it, sadly, but that's okay. She's here in our thoughts. and
Yeah.
I think my
Where'd you
opening
go? No one
question,
knows.
so as you introduce yourself, I was gonna ask, what's your do you have like a favorite color of rose or type of rose? Because this book is
Mm,
about, or like architecture style.
Uh,
That might be too general of an.
um,
okay. Yeah.
I
Well,
like French countryside for a lot of architecture stuff.
Okay.
I actually looked at it for a while, but I like Victorian gardens and,
Oh
and
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
stuff like that.
So you do like
mm,
rose
Um,
gardens.
yeah. There's a place where I live about 45 minutes. Big mansion, rich family, 1800s. Now it's owned by the state, and so it's like openly accessible. And they do have a rose garden. So I have a few photos of really nice like sunset, like
Hmm.
red, orange, and white roses. So
Nice.
I like very warm rose colors.
Cool.
nice. For me, I don't really know much for rose colors, I guess. I
That's
guess
fine.
blue.
Blue.
But
Yeah.
architecture, I'm a big fan of like Gothic architecture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gothic architecture still looks good even today.
Yeah. It does. I am a big fan of Frank Lloyd Wright style houses, even though I think they're impractical. Highly
Oh
impractical.
yeah, big fan of Frank
Oh,
Lloyd as
100%.
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say like that's like one specific architect
No, it's not one
because
specific style, really.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
modern architecture, it just doesn't give your eyes a lot to look at, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Also, Ariel, thank you very much for the 22 months Lugling subscription. Your book
Woo!
club is doing Eye of the Needle. Ooh. I don't even know what that is, but ooh.
Ooh.
So I asked these questions because we're going to be talking about Rose House. I said that, but this is basically a spooky haunted house story, but the haunted house is haunted by an AI that's sentient, and the house is shaped in a really weird modern rose kind of way, and so hence it is Rose House. And someone has died in the house, and we must figure out who died, and some other stuff along the way.
Yeah.
Um,
But no one's allowed in the house except for one woman, and she's only
yes,
allowed in for like a week at a time because the AI will just like lock the doors.
yeah, he'll just lock you down, lock the doors.
Hmm.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so the one girl, her name is Celine. She was given the in the will. She was basically given the rights to this architect who designed this rose house. His like all of his stuff, all of his art pieces and houses and stuff, and was labeled as the archivist. And she's the only one that's allowed in the house. But someone has been murdered in the house, and the girl was in Turkey when that happened, and this house is in California. So how could this happen? And our main character, Maritza Smith, the police detective person, has to figure it out. And I guess
Yeah.
that's the whole story. That's the
And
premise.
but maybe the AI in the house is evil and killed the person itself because no one else was there. Hmm.
Right. Wait,
Yep.
what? And yeah, maybe the AI is evil.
Yeah.
That is a whole thing. Yeah, like before we even meet the AI is described as being a haunt. Um, so I guess we know that it's creepy no matter what.
Yeah. Haunted AI house. Oh yeah, did we mention that the architect is still inside the
No, we
house?
didn't. He is inside the house, compressed into like a diamond thing.
Yeah, but he's dead. So he's
Mm-hmm.
like a dead body. And the house keeps bringing it up. When the AI house keeps talking about it, it's like, actually, there are two dead people inside the house.
It's like,
There is this newly dead person and the architect who compressed himself into a diamond upon his death,
yeah, it's
which
like
is crazy.
you don't have to be that specific, but okay.
That was
Yeah.
very sassy,
Yeah, the house
but
Yeah,
is.
it
in the
was like
unsettling way.
mhm.
Yes.
Like your GPS voice, but sassier, you know?
Yes.
Like if you think you're going a little crazy because like for some reason you get mad at an inanimate object, maybe just having a rough day or something, like no, this house is almost like tripping you up on purpose.
Yeah.
But you just
In
can't
200
quite
feet,
describe
turn
it.
right. If
Oh,
you do not turn right, turn dead.
turn dead.
No, your
Yeah.
other right. Haha, haha.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, what even happens? It's a pretty like straightforward plot, I guess. Well, not straightforward, but I guess like the actual things that happen are straightforward. Not the interiors of anyone's minds though. Um, they have to call Celine into China Lake, California, is where they are, and because nobody else can enter the house, she does show up, and they let her go to like a motel to hang out, and then they go to the house later in the day. Um, there is another cop that's like not into this situation at all and just doesn't want to investigate it at all. His name is Oliver Torres, and he takes them to the Rose house, but then he just leaves.
Yeah. But
And
then he kind of acts like the man on the outside, you know?
yeah, then he acts on the man on the outside. And the Celine gets around the fact that Rose House will not let anyone but Celine into the house by saying that Maritza, the main character, she is not a person. She represents the precinct of China Lake. And so then Rose House is like, okay, I guess you're not a person. You can come into the house. Um, and I think a lot of this book is just playing with how language has to be used to get the AI to do things, to agree to like the investigation or help with the investigation. Did you like this sort of like, I don't know, play on language to a certain degree, or was it just confusing?
Well, I think it was both language with the AI, but also language between people.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Because when Oliver is talking to like this reporter lady,
Yeah,
he's also like, okay, what do I say to her to make sure she doesn't pick up? Like that
yeah, so
I
she doesn't
know
know.
that, yeah, my partner is out inside the house. Or like there's just like slip of the tongue. He talks to like, the lawyer guy too, and then he like says like one wrong thing. And then he's like, oh, okay, so then she's in the house. I'm gonna go there.
Yes.
Um, like Celine Giselle is in the house. And then um, also at the very end, when Maritza confronts the murderer and
Mm-hmm.
asks why, she has to be very specific with how she asks it too.
Yes.
It's very much reminding me of like one of those point and click mystery adventure games where you have a bunch of dialogue options and they basically are all the same thing, but the slight difference
Yeah.
will mean like, oh my gosh, we solved the mystery, or oh my gosh, you died.
Yeah.
Teachers who go, make sure you read the prompt carefully, would love this story because they're like, no, you didn't listen carefully enough.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I should send this book to my school's like computer science teacher. I think he would enjoy
Oh,
it.
nice. That's cool. Um, the architecture of the house is also a big part of the book because, like, it's described like as they're going into the house is designed to pull you into the center of the house. But the center of the house, it's getting like colder and colder as they're going into there because, well, they realize very quickly that must be where the corpse is. And the AI house is like trying to keep the corpses like as best as it can from decaying.
Hmm.
Which is silly, but I guess that's what an AI would do. I don't know. Um,
Yeah,
or like a robot would do, like,
maybe.
oh, must preserve body.
Uh, I don't know. Like, it didn't receive any orders to preserve the body, as far as we
No,
know.
it just did.
No.
Yeah. Um, and so yeah, the corpse is dead. The corpse is there and dead. But it has like a bunch of like freshly picked rose petals in its mouth.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
just stuffed with rose petals.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We also learned that Celine Giselle is like an estranged student of the original architect,
Oh
and
yeah.
she is like has like this weird like love-hate relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then in her internal monologue, she's like, why do I have to carry on his legacy? I want to be free from him.
Right. Yeah, I want to be free of it all. But yeah, I guess we get into that at a later point too. But I guess at the same time all this is happening, Oliver Torres is meeting people at like the precinct. Like that good speed guy comes around and wants to. He's like from an auction house, or says he's from an auction house, and he's interested in Rose House's contents, but like Celine won't talk to him. And Oliver sort of like he accidentally like reveals that they're at Rose House, or that people are at Rose House. I don't know if does he say Celine is at it? I don't remember, but that he's
So
talking to her.
he
remember
said that they were
exactly.
like, so he's like, well, they're not there anymore, like as in like was not at a previous location, not talking about the house itself, but somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh,
Mm,
I said too much.
Like,
yeah.
oops.
So they were there.
They were there. Yeah.
They were somewhere in China Lake, which means that there's a good chance that she was going to the house.
Right. That
Oh,
why
yeah.
would she be in China Lake otherwise?
Yeah, exactly. Got it.
Yeah, you're right. Monologue of Celine not being able to escape Bassett is what I said. Is what I wrote. The corpse appeared to have died of asphyxiation. I can never say that word correctly. Also, I don't know how. I want to actually know. You said a couple days ago, Toto, that the AI voice in the audiobook was good, but how was the laughing when the AI laughed? Or was
Oh,
it just...
they didn't do any laughing. I wish
Oh,
No,
okay.
they laughed. They
Oh.
laughed a
Yeah.
sort of laugh that was, no subtle change, no tonal change, but felt the ominous presence of,
Darn.
yeah,
they did. Ha,
more
ha,
descriptive than
ha,
anything.
ha, ha.
Spooky.
How's that?
Okay. I mean that's okay. I wondered if the audiobook would do a lot of like editing, but or like audio engineering.
I wish there was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same reader as Memory Called Empire.
Oh, that's kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
But they did the AI voice well.
yeah. That's good. Yeah, I wondered if they would put a filter over it or something, but I guess not. That's okay. I guess she might not have a filter because she's so the Rose House is super advanced and has like a neutral feminine voice or whatever.
Ironically, it wasn't AI voiced on all these books on
Right.
Audible.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of like at this point when the body is discovered, there's a lot of internal monologue from Celine that like both Rose House and Celine were made by Bassett, so neither of them can escape him. But ultimately, like whenever we cut to Maurice's POV, she's just really trying to figure it out and leave as fast as possible, but she can't because the Rose House is very unhelpful, and Celine has just like ran away from she's left the room. We do find out that the reason, I mean, what the heck? I don't even know what order these events should be in. We find out about the concept of multiplicity of AIs through when Oliver's he's Googling it, and he talks to the journalist lady. I think about this too, but then we get this confirmed from Rose House that Rose House doesn't like that idea of being more than one.
Yeah, I think what it was the Andorran, where like the Basit Danielle, the architect, is from.
Yeah.
Andorra is apparently, maybe, we never get a confirmation, but maybe they are sending people to come over and try and recover the body.
Yeah.
And also to go into the house and get plans for how to create this super advanced AI.
Yeah.
And then the multiplicity is they want to copy this AI and make it again somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right? So The AI is like, but if I do that, I will no longer be Rose House.
Yeah. And they have like a sense of I don't do
Self?
self. They yeah, sense of self, but also like duty to just remain as one. Not even duty, just like, well, Bassett Danielle made me just as Rose House, and I don't want to be anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be myself if I'm there's clones of me.
Mhm.
Which I suppose would be true in most instances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely felt that there were two different commentaries. I think there was like commentary on like the sense of self.
Yeah.
Because of like how many people there. Well, I think everyone does it to a degree. All demographic. Use like just googling something, using Wikipedia or whatever, and be like, well, that you don't really like learn so much because you kind of get the answer
Yeah.
just from something. And then I think I don't know how much you guys have used it. I've used it sometimes. Just honestly, I used to have like Grammarly or something because I'm like, oh, I'm stream of
Oh.
conscience, email something, and I'm like, ah, crap. Like, did I just capitalize a bunch of stuff without realizing it? And so I'm just like, oh, let me check that. I feel like he was kind of the author was poking fun at like all the prompts through the dialogue
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, I mean,
story.
actually, at one point, the Oliver Torres, he's like doing some searches or like looking into the Andoran guy or the guy that is either like a what the heck were they calling him? An AI weirdo
Like
or
hacker, basically,
yeah,
yeah.
hacker guy. That like they can change their eyes to look like somebody else's eyes. I guess I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but they can change their eyes to read to someone else's eyes, but they just use like a crappy LLM that can't actually do anything or whatever. That doesn't do a good job of it. And it's not
Hmm.
like Rose House is different. Rose House is alive or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't use. I've never really used any of the AI tools. I'm sorry. So I don't know much actually. I guess I don't. I've never used Grammarly because it wasn't a thing when I was in college. I'm old.
No.
Hmm.
But I probably would have if I had been in college when
This
these
was the
things were out.
sassiest AI ever, though. It was not like polite or like forced to be polite, like a lot
No.
of AI prompters are.
Yeah, it's true.
I
She
will
wouldn't.
say, oh, sorry, go
Oh
ahead.
no, no, no. I just that she wouldn't answer questions unless she wanted to. Basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she actually had like wants and stuff.
I know, and I shouldn't be saying
I
she, but oh well.
Yeah, whatever. It's a house.
Yeah, it's a house.
Houses are she's usually, right? I don't know. I mean, boats
Just
are.
like ships. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
boats.
exactly.
I will
That
say
was the
though,
name of your boat to make boat face.
on speaking of this whole like sense of self, um,
Yeah.
we did get like a lot of also a sense of self from um like the characters as well.
Mm-hmm.
With Maritza having this identity of like, no, I have to do this because I'm like a police officer, because I'm a good detective.
Yeah.
Like that whole like, don't go in that door moment happens, right? Which is like, no, I have to because that's my job.
Yeah. This
That's
is my
who I
case.
am.
Yeah.
This is my case. This is who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I gotta know what is going on here, right?
Yeah.
And also Maritza, not Maritza, Celine with like, no, I have to like handle this because again, this is who I am. Uh this is like my identity. I don't want to be tied to Bassett Danielle anymore. I want to be my own person. I want to create my own art and live my own life.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think she like explicitly says that at one point. You're right.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. To be real, I mean, it's not super simple, but the entire murder is explained to us pretty like straight. Well, I don't know what words to put it. We get explained the murder twice through as Maritza goes down into like the server room, and the Rose House uses like AI nanobots to show what happens as like little like holograms. I kind of assumed it was.
Yeah, but is the AI even telling the truth about what
We
happened?
don't know. We don't know.
Or
Mm-hmm.
is this all part of like, okay, so Celine did it. Let's kind of like
Yeah,
spoilers, yeah.
but
I
that's the
mean,
thing. Did Celine do it? Because Rosehouse says like, haha, Celine didn't kill that. Didn't kill that one, which makes me feel like Celine killed Danielle instead. But we don't know anything about
oh,
that.
I don't know about that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, we just don't know anything about it, and it's not within the scope of the story.
Yeah.
Um,
But you get the sense that like Celine was the one who filled the corpse's mouth with flowers to make him like part of Rose House. He is part of Rose House
oh
now.
yeah, at the end, she's like mindlessly stuffing his body with roses to
Yeah,
make him an art piece.
and Maritza catches her.
Yeah,
And then Maritza also gets filled with AI nanobots
yeah,
that could suffocate her at any time.
that sucks.
And then it's like Rose House is carried on inside of you as well.
Whoa.
And like you can't find any like murder charge to pin it on Celine, so she kind of gets away with it.
Yeah, she gets away with it because there's not really any proof that she did it, even though we kind of know she did.
Yeah, and we do find the corpse was like one of these like hacker guys. We don't know exactly what he was like working towards, but he did want the plans to copy the AI.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, he very vaguely said something like, "I want to see my city live." So they wanted the AI, and they wanted. So I think it was pretty much like a country or a city that was supposed to become like this metropolis through the designs and the AI, and then it kind of got scrapped through
Yeah.
unknown reasons. So they just like, well, I guess if they knew, they're like, we'll do anything to like help our city. I mean, this is like this does take place like what is it, like 150 years from now.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I could guess some form of issue with the world's resources and whatnot
mm-hmm.
being like a feel like they'll do anything to do something. I don't know.
Yeah. But at
Just
the
guessing
same
on
time,
their situation.
when Oliver was researching it, it didn't seem like a huge issue. It seemed more like there was just a bunch of like fans of like, oh my God, what if AI City?
Yeah. It just seemed like people just
A lot of
wanted
like
it to
bloggers who were just
happen.
like obsessed with this
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah, and whoever we don't really know what kind of person Danielle was. But he probably was like, nope, I make my AIs just for this one house and it can't go anywhere else. But people are,
Well, we know he was very eccentric based on how he designed this house
yeah, that's true. It was like a weird,
and became a diamond. He turned his dead
yeah,
body into a
he
diamond.
became a diamond. Yeah. Yeah.
He kind of reminded me of like Andrew Ryan a little bit, like from the BioShock series. Like this is my city, my creation, like the like prosperity of what could be. Except that I was just
Mm,
like, no, I want everything to myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
great, yeah,
yeah,
just
I think that, but also like at least Andrew Ryan was more like kind of like social minded. This guy is just like purely art minded.
mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. People, I don't know if this is truly what Martine was going for, but some people have said that like it sounds like the architect was sort of based on Frank Gehry, who makes a lot of really weird looking buildings. Um,
Yeah,
but
he
and I
apparently
guess he's
like
eccentric too, but I mean whatever.
yeah, he apparently like crumbles up like paper to get like organic looking shapes and then throws it on the table and it's like,
And he's
that
like,
looks like a good
yeah, and
building.
he made the Guggenheim, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he did this in the Opera House, I think.
Yeah,
Was
I
that
think
him?
so.
Or was that someone else?
Probably.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he just makes things. They're like weirdly architecture, but yeah, they look like crumpled up pieces of paper a lot of the time. You're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
but then like I think he did something for was it MIT or something else in Boston where because of the way like he has like these really weird shaped organic slopes that like swoosh everywhere. There was like a lot of water damage when the rain like got caught, and because the roof was so swooshy, it had no gutters to drain all that water out. Like what
Oh,
the heck?
well, that's useful.
Yeah. So like when we talk architecture, because fun fact, I went to architecture school. But when we talk about architecture, like a lot of architects are really full of it. They're really full of
I
themselves.
imagine.
And then
Actually,
there's this
yeah.
whole debate of like form versus function. Like, do you want it to look pretty or do you want it to work?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to like work for an architect. Actually, yeah, I know. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not suited to be an architect. I'm full of myself, but not that full of myself.
I mean, that's probably a good thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Um. Yeah, we haven't talked about the journalist person lady that's not a journalist, but she's there too, and she just like knows things. Or at least she says that like the Andorans want the rights to all of Daniel's stuff because he is Andoran and it should be brought back to its country. Um, his like archives that are all within Rose House. But we don't really have a ton of proof of it until the very end when it's like shown that the country is like suing Celine to get rights back to it. Or to get the what is it, estate rights or whatever. And it's not really a big deal because it's more about the weird fanatic, AI fanatic hacker people.
Mhm.
But ultimately, none of that really matters because you're right. It's all just about what is a person.
Well, we did learn that this like Alana Ott reporter lady apparently
Mhm.
knows how to use a gun. So she might be
Yeah,
some sort of like secret agent or secret like rebel from a different country or a rival
that's
company.
true. She could have been.
We have no idea. Like the book leaves a lot of open-ended questions, and
Yeah,
that kind of lets the reader like fill in their own hypotheses themselves.
yeah,
Which is, I mean, it's fitting for like a murder mystery or like like true crime kind of like thing.
yeah.
Like
And Rose
we
House
never
wouldn't just say
know.
what happened anyway. Rose House showed us like the guy getting asphyxiated, but we don't
Yeah, but
know.
like we also know the house can lie.
Yeah, the house can lie, and also that like we see the murder, like we get to see Marisa sees the murder happen like twice with the weird nanobot thing, holograms, but like it's like different each time. It's slightly different, very very slightly different, but it doesn't feel like Maritza notes that it doesn't seem like the house would have said what the house was saying, that it was more human, something that Celine would have said. So
Hmm.
it does sort of seem that it's likely that Celine probably killed him. But I don't know.
Yeah. Read the book. It's only like 100 pages. It's really not a long
Yeah,
one.
no, no. It's really not a long. It's like 125 pages. It's not a long
Yeah.
read. If you can get your
And then
hands,
form your own opinions.
yeah, and form your own opinions. Uh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I also feel bad because I kept pitching it as a retelling of a gothic story, but it's actually paying homage to a gothic story, and I forgot that it was an homage and not a retelling. My bad. But this is slightly an homage to like Shirley Jackson's Haunting of Hill House. Sort of.
Mm.
Sort of. Like you can feel that it's like they go into the house and they're being haunted by the house, and the house is like about it has like sort of a similar theme of like the psychological effects of like being lonely and feeling like you're owned by something that isn't yours. Um something that you don't want to be owned by. But otherwise it was more about can I become a person, and also a little bit about environmental problems, but just like a dash of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it wasn't really about like will AI take over the world.
No.
It's usually how a lot of these stories end up going.
Yeah, no. In fact, this AI did not want to take over the world. Specifically.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but by its existence alone, it had driven it has sorry, like it drove people, um, not
Yeah.
crazy, but to like fanatical to a degree. So like just like what the prospects of something like that impacts people even if they are nowhere near it.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Realm, I remember you saying that you had some, I don't know if it was issues or what with this book, but I actually, it kind of like, I don't know if this leads to my question or not. This book is kind of like told in a few different writing styles. At some points, it's a bit of stream of consciousness writing. Did that help, like, you immerse yourself into the story, or was it just more confusing? Or did it not bother you at all? For both of you, I guess I wondered.
It did not bother me, but it was maybe mixed in because of the audiobook, like you said, the stream of conscious that everybody, like you said, there was only a few characters. Most of
Mm-hmm.
them were women, or the voice of the AI in the house was feminine presenting. So it all kind of like when you listen to it, it was just very like kind of all together, and so it blended, which you did say that it may have been uh, worked in a way where that's kind of like the point because of how everybody was like, Detective Smith had to act like an AI, like
Mm-hmm.
China Lake, and then they were becoming and thinking more methodically like an AI, and then there were people who were around who understood its implications and did things in a manner that maybe suited the AI or maybe suited themselves. Like, so you had a weird back and forth on humanity and you know programmed
Mm-hmm.
programmed living or existences. So whether it was or wasn't, it just like got, the I guess the stream of consciousness got just a little muffled. I'd say like
Sure.
3/4 into the book, but only there. The rest of it was
Yeah, I think
good.
that's kind of how, I mean, any book that I've read that's like an actual horror book, it's like very very slow and then it ramps up in the last quarter. um and I think the stream of consciousness gets really heavy then because like we don't really know, we don't have a definitive answer on who killed the guy in the house. We don't even and then also like when we're getting like the answer quotation marks, we don't really know at times whether it's Celine or Rosehouse talking, and in fact sometimes they're talking at the same time, so it's like, oh, they are the same person, they're both like, they've both been consumed by it, by the same architect guy. I thought it was kind of neat, but I get that I in reading reviews for this book I realized it was a lot more controversial than I thought it was. Some people really hated it, but I thought it was neat, a neat
I
writing
think the
exercise.
audiobook really helped though. I think, I don't know, listening to it, excuse me, listening to it and not having a lot of, like, you said there was like some text formatting that changed that made it look weird.
Yeah.
I think without that, it just sounded still bizarre, but not to the point of like, I cannot understand what is happening anymore. It was
Yeah,
just like things are happening and it is confusing, but we roll, we ball.
we just ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could tell the stream of consciousness apart from the other parts of the book because it would get there when they were thinking, they wouldn't there weren't quotation marks there, they spoke in like parentheses instead. And they were like random paragraph breaks, which I thought was kind of fun. Um and added to like the spookiness of the book a little bit from a physical reading perspective.
Yeah.
um I also thought this would be a decent pick because it's like, it's spooky, but it's not like super scary or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't super, super scared.
Yeah.
I did not scream once.
No, me neither.
No him or holler.
No.
Nope.
I guess I don't know if this is. I might have more questions, but one major question I think is, why do we think Rosehouse even let Maritza like leave the house?
Oh, I think it was to continue creating art. Now she is also part of Rose House,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I wonder if it's that or that um, Maritza actually tried to understand Rosehouse and was
Mhm.
like, I guess it is partially what you said, I think, creating art, but like Rosehouse asks like, why are you like continuing what you do, and it's like, because I need to serve my precinct, and it's like, oh, you have a purpose, so you can go, if you, so long, if you have a purpose you can leave Rosehouse, and if you don't you can't, or something like that, or at least not
Yeah.
a purpose that Rosehouse does not approve of. Yeah.
I also think that we get like there was a tip that there was a dead body, right? Like how
Yeah.
else would they have found a dead body here?
Yeah.
And then I think it was like hinted at that Rose House may have itself put in the tip. And then that may also be a thing of like when you create art, it's not amazing until like someone else can appreciate it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it wanted someone to find it.
Yeah. And also, if the house didn't want the body to be there, it can't actually like get anyone to leave it and get it out. It can't tell anyone to get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, ultimately, Rose House just stays as Rose House. And nobody else really goes into Rose House. At the
Yeah.
conclusion, Maritza moves to Louisiana because she has nanobot asthma now.
I hate nanobot asthma.
What?
I hate nanobot
Oh, yeah.
asthma.
Oh, that's what she said. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I thought you said you ate it. And I was like for
No,
what,
no, no.
dinner?
No, 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 no. Not very tasty for dinner.
No,
Trust me.
no. It wasn't a huge deal, but what did you think of like the environment is extreme in extremes part of the dialogue? It was just like mentioned, like, oh, China like only deals with water theft. We don't really deal with creepy house problems.
Mm.
Or you need air credits
Oh,
to
no.
fly. You can't just buy a ticket. Although I don't know how air credits work. Maybe you can't just buy a ticket. And like Louisiana's flooded. I don't know.
I don't remember that part. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to that part of the book.
That's okay. It's at the very end. The Louisiana's flooded type of thing. Like
Oh,
it says like Maritza went to Louisiana because it wasn't dry and because she can't breathe as well and she needed like more moisture in the air.
I mean, I guess partially it's commentary, but also it's just like this just makes sense. This is just where the trend
You're
is
right.
going.
It's kind of just like
And
a
I think
setting.
Arkady Martine is like very like in the know about a lot of like real world issues and
Yeah.
things just based on like her job, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like maybe it was intentional because why else would you bring up Louisiana, right?
Right.
But it's also not like the main draw of the story. It's just this is also a thing that would happen because that is just reasonable that Louisiana will flood based on where like water levels are right now and where they will be in the future.
Yeah, it's true. It actually says New Orleans too, but sorry. uh,
Oh,
maybe so
what was that other
click
book
it
we
up on
read?
there.
Oh,
Oh
Was
for
yeah,
Perilous
I was just
Graves.
I was just
yeah, the
thinking
Ballad
that,
of Perilous
yeah.
Graves. I kind of wish he would come out with another book because I want to see him grow as an author, but he hasn't yet. Alas. But yeah, she says like the air was thick with moisture, thick enough to catch in the lungs, and that's why she moved to New Orleans. And something about there's she was another rain-soaked desert refugee fleeing water shortages and landing there was somewhere there was way too much water to go around. I see. So yeah, I don't know. You're right though. It's just like, isn't that just how it's gonna end up? No one's gonna live in the deserts because there's no water and there's no way to get the
Yeah,
water there in the
yeah.
future.
There's
It's
just
just
won't be
realistic.
like energy costs. Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, the state of Louisiana will probably still get lots of water because it's on a gulf
yeah.
and hurricanes will
Whether
come
that'll
through.
be clean water or not,
Who
we'll
knows?
see. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know if I have anything else to ask.
You know. Also,
Other
Chaos
than
says, doesn't Maritza leave the house in the narrative holding on to a multiplicity of Rose House? Yeah, that's a
oh yeah, we
thing.
didn't talk about that. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like this whole time Celine has like this plastic thing that we don't know what it is until the very end because she hands it over to Maritza in a creepy way, and Maritza leaves the house with it. It's what we assume is a thumb drive of Rose House, but
Yeah.
we don't know.
Maybe Selena was actually working against Rose House and wanted to like get the copy out somehow, and this was all like a ruse to get in and convince Rose House to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
See, that could be a thing because of like back and forth because maybe Celine thinks that if Rosehouse knows that perhaps she did kill her mentor, that getting back at her by having her be the only one allowed in that house and try to slowly whittle her down, maybe this is her revenge against that. Sort of like a back and forth.
okay, yeah, I mean, yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know,
Yeah, I have no idea.
but we don't know. It's yeah, it's we can each have our own version of what happened, and we might be right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, like I mean, nothing is confirmed, so it's all true. None
Yeah.
of it is true.
As far as we know, the thumb drive has nothing on it. It could have nothing. Or
It
just
has
like
cat
a
photos.
picture. Your cat photos.
It just says your mom.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry you got
URMOM.
an nanobot asthma. Here, have a splash of cat pictures to make you feel better.
It's just a gif of going yippee, yippee.
yippee, yippee.
What if that? But secretly, that is also the program Rose House. It's just a bunch of cats going yippee.
Yippee. No. Yeah. I can't even think of anything else. I think
Yeah, should we do our ratings?
yeah,
Or...
I guess my final question was, what do you think? What did you think of it? So I guess that is the
Oh
ratings,
yeah.
isn't it?
I thought the writing was very good. I thought the story was very gripping.
Yeah.
Um, like it did not take long to like get hooked into like what is happening with the story. They
Mhm.
explained the setting and the like plot in very simple terms, but I understand that there is a lot of high vocabulary. I don't think she put those. I don't think this is the type of writer. I didn't get the sense that this type of writer is the type to like look at the thesaurus and be like, what difficult SAT word should I put in now?
No.
I think this is just how she talks. She just uses these words on a day-to-day basis, and that's just how she is.
Yeah. You can more or less
Um,
confirm that if you go to her Blue Sky.
yeah. And as like a person who teaches the SAT, I also did not like notice any difficult words because they're just normally part of my vocabulary. Um, I know that was a complaint, so I didn't find that any really jarring or anything.
Yeah.
I did have a gripe with the book is that I don't know if I wanted it to be longer or not. I wasn't sure. I was like, ah, I wish there was more. I wish we got more time with these characters. This seems so interesting. But then at the same time, when I asked myself like that, I was also like, but what would I add?
Mhm.
What would I add to the story to make it better? And I could not come up with an answer. So
Yeah.
yeah, not sure.
Yeah, it almost feels like there is more to add, but maybe it's just like a different book, you know? Like we could
Right.
explore this world in like a different novella.
Yeah.
Yeah, because within the scope, it would have been too much if there was like, it would no longer be just like a haunted house story anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like anything you would have added would have taken away from the focus of the story.
yeah, for sure. Actually, Arkady Martine advertises her own book as "Did you ever wish The Haunting of Hill House was more sci-fi?" So I guess it is. I guess it is. It is. I mean, I always thought it was, but I think it's more paying homage than being an actual like retelling because, um, it's just the plots are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they kind of have to be otherwise. People who are a fan of the original would already know who done it.
Yeah, that's true. Then it's not as fun.
Imagine like walking intricately through a house, and then like a random fan comes in, whacks the door open, and goes, "They did it. Goodbye."
They did it. I read the original. This is just the reboot.
Actually. Yep.
I want them
Totally
to
fine.
have an actual horror movie now, like a remake of an old horror movie, and then some guy just like comes in munching on popcorn in the middle, and it's like, oh, they're the killer. You guys know that, right? It's just like so and so book or so and so.
Right. I feel like that could happen in like a scary movie.
Yeah, too bad those
But
movies kind of
yeah, those
died
movies
off.
do suck.
No,
Uh,
actually, I've never watched any of them.
I've only seen scenes. Oh, Scream. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, actually.
Oh
Scream
yeah,
would do
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Also, you know that.
I've not seen them, but I know enough about them that it seems like that's what would happen. But
Yeah. But then, like, I want the movie to end right there. They just arrest the guy, and it's like, oh, thanks for the tip.
yeah,
Goodbye.
thanks. Bye. Yeah. I feel like it's been too long since I played that game, but I feel like Until Dawn has a route like that too. Where you just know that they're like, oh yeah, that's what's happening.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I could be wrong though. I don't. I think so.
Yeah. Just like, how do you know?
Yeah.
I've played the game
I
before.
already played it. Yeah.
How are they always one step ahead of me?
How? Realm, what did you think of this book?
I thought it was good. It was actually like I would say like if it was one of my first like spooky books. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really read um graphic horrors. I mean, I've read, like I don't know, I read like Frankenstein, or I've read Dracula. Just like I've read some of like just like more fantasy-esque kind of like horror, has horror elements, but that's nothing that says like, oh, what if this was like a more spooky retelling of or homage to a particular you know story or concept. So um I just think the novelty of trying something new was good for me.
Yay.
I would yeah, I would give it like probably like 7.5, both categories.
Yeah.
Fairly good, fairly quick. Like you said, it could have used something. I think it could have used something. I don't think it could have been any less shorter. I think there was like, I don't know, whenever I read books, maybe I think of like in my head I think of like certain like a puzzle piece, and I'm like maybe it's missing like a piece or two.
Hmm.
For me personally, just to like
Yeah, you're
round
right. You're
out.
right. I can't put my finger on what that is though.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's like I do agree. I think it's missing something, but I think it's missing something on purpose to leave us slightly unsatisfied.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like it's
Maybe.
on
Yeah,
purpose
like
though.
at the beginning they had the whole like dual mind sort of thing because you learned about you know um like Celine and like their whole like dread about the house, and you
Mm-hmm.
learn obviously about Detective Smith. Maybe a little more like a juxtaposition between the two
Mm,
minds I would have liked more. A third mind could have like maybe intruded itself and given. I know obviously we had like Torres back at the precinct to give like the sort of like the outer like point of view of what may be happening, or like fill in what the reader might want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I would have liked like an indirect collaboration between a few more minds to
yeah.
get, I don't know, not more for lack of a better term, just more momentum into the story. Like I feel like I want them to kind of like shuffle you along and be like, well, whether you like it or not, you're gonna get you're gonna get fully into the story, and you're just gonna have to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some more clues for the like characters to discover, but at the same time then that would just make it a bigger book and just not make it a novella anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't give my
Oh
ratings.
yeah.
I think I would give it an 8 out of 10. Um, I'll take 1 point off because like I said, I feel like the book is missing something, but I can't really put my finger on what.
Mm-hmm.
And another point off just because it's not really my genre of like book. I really enjoy the author,
Yeah.
but horror is just not my thing.
Oh yeah. No, it's not my thing either.
Um,
This is like the only horror book I would be like, hey, let's
yeah,
read it. So I picked
yeah.
it. I agree.
And
Sorry.
then yeah, for recommendations though, I'd give this a 10 out of 10. Like it's not a long book. It's just a short little novella. Just go read it. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Totally.
a big deal.
It's not that
If it
scary.
sounds interesting, if you're like even slightly interested, just go read it. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
good. And maybe you can figure out what the plot is or what the mystery behind the mysteries are.
It's true. Um,
Yeah, if you like true crime and that kind of thing, go
yeah,
read the book. Yeah. Even though we kind of spoiled the mystery here.
right, whatever.
Yeah.
Reading, I think it's still an experience to read because it's written in a very particular way.
hmm Yeah, the
Um,
writing's very good.
yeah. I guess I don't really have to give my review. I liked it. I wouldn't have picked it if I didn't like it. I think it has some problems, like you've addressed. Like there's like missing pieces, and there's not a lot of like there are ideas brought up for us to think about, but there's not a ton of information on any one. Like obviously this book is about self, but we don't have any conclusive thoughts on self. Just like what makes you you is kind of like up to you was the point, kind of. And like you can let yourself be consumed by someone else's like self if you're not conscious or careful, or you just, you know, get too caught up in it, I guess, through mental illness. And not wanting to have this responsibility like Celine had. Yeah, I don't know. I read this like in one day, I think a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, that was nice. I was happy to have read something from Arkady Martine again, because I think she's a very competent author. And I don't know, the way she tells the way she tells stories makes me want to just like to keep reading. And I felt it that way here too. It's also just not a huge investment. It's 125 pages. It had a mass market release last year, so you can find it everywhere now, in audiobook form and paperback. I think it's in paperback. Yep. So yeah, for me, personal rating, it's an 8, and for a slug rating, it's a 10. Yeah, I've kind of just recommended broadly for people to read it because it's so short and it's fun. It's fun enough, I think. It's good for one sitting. Actually, that does bring me a question. It's kind of, to me, it's like, it's kind of like Binti. It's like, you might as well read it. It's only 100 pages. Like...
Yeah. I think I enjoyed this more than Binti, though.
Yeah? Okay. I was going to ask that. Did you like Binti more or Rose House more? Because they like are both like very, very short sci-fi horrors. Yeah.
I liked Binti a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was more straightforward. That is like
sure,
simplest terms. Probably for a lot of readers, if between those two, I recommend Binti more because it had a beginning, middle, and actionable conclusion with aspirations. Both had aspirations for more to be done with the world. I don't think there should have been part 2. I think both the universe itself could have been interesting enough to have another novella or runoff of the same series.
There are 2 other novellas in the series, too. So you're right.
Okay. So there you go.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think, they actually, for kind of different, I think they could really hit similar demographic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I didn't really like the ending of Binti that much.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. The ending of Rose House was actually slightly more satisfying, only because it was like this makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes like leaving it up in the air makes more sense than everything is resolved really quickly. Which I don't remember a lot.
It was very hand wavy in Binti.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, you killed everyone on a ship, but that's okay. We're gonna let you be part of the school now.
Yeah. That is what happened, huh?
And so the alien guy was like a student at the university or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's strange. But yeah, I think it's just they're both like sci-fi horror, so I think you're right. They're kind of for the same demographic would like it. If they liked Binti, they probably would like Rose House. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. Which is fine. We can have a short stream, no issues there. I just figured something. This is my first time ever getting to like pick a spooky book for October. We've always been doing something else in October. So this is nice. I think to review something actually spooky. I have like one other book on my bookshelf I haven't read yet called Meddling Kids, which is it's like a dark Scooby-Doo type of style story, but the kids are all grown up, but the gang has to get back together again. But that book might be crap. But if it's not crap, maybe I'll pick it for next October. Once I read it. I'm scared though. I'm scared it might be crap.
It's okay. You got a whole year to read this.
I got a whole year. You're right. I don't actually have a book for next time. I have an idea for next time, but it just depends if we're available in November or not, as we get into holiday months.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Really the idea was just that we read River of Teeth, which sounds horrifying, but it's the hippo historical.
Oh.
River of Teeth by Sarah Gailey is a book. It's a novella, actually. It's a bit longer. It's like 200 pages instead. In early 20th century, the United States government concocted a plan to import hippopotamuses into the marshlands of Louisiana to be bred and slaughtered as an alternative meat source.
What the heck?
And it's a book about that.
This is real? I have never heard of this.
It's a real
What?
book. My sister recommended it, and I was like, well, honestly, you're pretty good at recommending books, so maybe we should give it a try. And we haven't done historical fiction in a long time, so.
No.
And it's not too long.
Oh, historical fiction. Okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
fantasy historical fiction. But the fantasy
I was
part
like,
is that.
I've not heard the history of the U.S. ever doing this.
Oh, no,
crap.
no. It's fantasy historical
Okay.
fiction. Yeah, it's instead
I was
of
confused
horses.
for a second.
Instead of
Crazy
horses, we
thing,
decided to
man.
ride hippos instead.
Oh my god!
Van-
Instead of Uma Musume, they have Uma Hippos.
Uma hippos, yeah.
Or Hippo Musume.
Yeah, that's what Van Buren decided. Van Buren decided that we're gonna domesticate hippos. That happened as a real thing in history.
Old ship is already dangerous enough without being a hippo.
Right.
Oh my god.
And it's not a horror. It doesn't say it is anyway. And my sister would tell me if it was because she knows I don't do well with it. It's just something strange about a strange book about hippos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true thing about hippos, they are savage, they are fast, and their jaws can snap a man in two. So this was a terrible plan. And so the 1890s America that's overrun by feral hippos and mercenary hippo wranglers from around the globe. It's a story of revenge.
That's the sentence.
I know.
Mercenary case from around
But I
the
think
world.
it might be interesting to read. So is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in.
All right. And it's 200 pages, not so bad.
Yeah.
Only 100 more pages than Rose House. All right, we'll do that. I don't know. We'll discuss dates afterwards.